Hey leaders. Okay, so I am going to challenge you guys to something this month. So we'll see, is anyone going to join me? It's right at lunchtime, so maybe those of you who work full-time, maybe you'll be on lunch. So I actually just did a team training. I'm going to upload it to YouTube in a little bit once I get home. But I literally just ended a team training on the importance of customer connection and why it is so important to do customer drop-offs, especially in the first, I would say the first like couple years of your business. I don't do a lot of customer drop-offs anymore, simply because I live it's a good 3 hours of just driving, okay, for me to drop off, hi, I just waved, for me to drop off orders. But I still do customer drop-offs, just not as often. So I actually posted on my VIP page last week and sent out a text to all my VIPs and was basically just like, hey, I'm doing free shipping. It's available if you want it for these locations, okay? But my customers are aware that I bundle all my stuff together. So like I had maybe, I don't know, like I had an order in Moyoc and I had an order in Elizabeth City. So I combined them today. But customer connection is super important, okay? So I hope that you guys see that. That's probably the number one thing that I would focus on if I was a brand new consultant, is customer connection, okay? And being consistent with it. Because at the end of the day, I can promise you your customers are not coming back to buy Scentsy from you. They're coming back to support you, okay? And I believe that 150%. They can go and order the same exact products from so many different people, but they come back. Shoot, they could literally go to Scentsy.com and order through Scentsy.com if they wanted the product. But I promise you they're coming back to you because they know, like, and trust you, okay? So make sure that you are getting to know those people on a deeper level than Scentsy, okay? But the challenge that I have for you guys, because June is lit. If you are not excited, okay, if you are not excited about your Scentsy business this month, you got a problem. You got a problem, okay? This isn't for you then. It's not. And I'm not saying that to be harsh. I'm just saying, like, there is so many amazing things that Scentsy is doing for us right now for your business that there is absolutely no way that you will not hit your goals unless you're literally just not sharing and you're not working and you don't care. This is literally the only way. Scentsy is sending scent circles to every PWS order in June. We have the warmer bundle special where you buy the warmer and you get 5 bars free. They have never done that since I've been a consultant. The join special of $25, and then you hit Shooting Star and you get a $300 kit for free. It's $290 to be exact. I recalculated this morning to make sure I wasn't off. You get the kit for free. They've never done both of those together since I've been a consultant. They've done them separately, but never together. That is insane. That is incredible. All the LTOs that are going to be released this month, bring back My Bar. You can bundle 12 bars for, what is it, $50 when it's normally $72. That's what, a $22 savings? That's crazy, okay? There are so many things happening in our businesses this month. So my challenge for you, okay, if you are here to make money, I'm talking to the people that want to make money and you want to change someone else's life. This is what I'm challenging you to do. I am challenging you to sit down, reflect on your Scentsy business. I don't care if you've been here for a month, 3 months, a year, 5 years. I don't care, okay? I want you to sit down for 5 minutes, whenever you get time, whether it's on the toilet, wherever, okay? You can find time if it's important to you. Sit down and reflect on your Scentsy business for 5 minutes and ask yourself, what has Scentsy given you? What has Scentsy given you? I actually did a post this morning on that. And I know a lot of people have commented. I haven't gone back to look since I've been driving. I will go back to look. But one thing, I want you to pick one thing. You can actually make a list, and then maybe rank them as to which ones are most important to you, okay? Is it self-confidence? Is it community, friendships? Is it money? Is it freedom? Is it the ability to leave your job to be home with your kids? Is it travel? Is it... There's so many different things, okay? I want you to sit down and rank them. And then what I want you to do is I want you to go live on your personal social media page. I don't care if it's Instagram, Facebook, but I want you to go live. Personal page, not VIP page. Not VIP page. And I'm saying not VIP page because your VIP page is most likely private. What does that mean? It's limiting you to that audience only. Okay? So when you go live on your personal page on Instagram or on your Facebook page, people who might not be your customer is able to watch. Okay? And you never know who your story is, who is going to be impacted by your story. Okay? You never know until you do it. You never know until you do it. Just like a lot of you could probably agree, I went live this morning and shared my story. I hadn't shared my story in a long time. And I felt it on my heart to share my story this morning. I actually started crying. Definitely, that was not intentional at all. Okay? I shared my story, and I shared how if I had not given Cincy the time and energy and just gave it a try, I wouldn't be here. I would be working as a nurse right now. My husband and I would still be living paycheck to paycheck. I would totally have to check my bank account before I went and checked out of the grocery store. Okay? And it's all because I gave this business a chance. But people aren't just going to join because you share a join flyer. That's not why people join. People join because they connect with you on a deeper level. They relate to you. They relate to you because you're a mom and you have 3 kids, or your husband works full-time and you're taking care of the kids, or you work full-time, your husband works full-time, or whoever. Maybe you're a single mom. Maybe you're a dog mom. Maybe you're a nurse. I have people relate to me because I'm a nurse and I left nursing, and people want to leave nursing. They relate to you because maybe part of your story is that you tried a direct sales business before Cincy and you failed at it. People relate to me because of that too. I failed at a direct sales before Cincy. I thought I was crazy for giving Cincy a shot because it was another direct sales company that I just lost $400 to. Okay? So you have to share your story in order for people to relate. Okay? They're not going to join because you just share a flyer. They're not. They're going to join and they're going to give it a shot because they hear your story and then they relate and they're like, oh, well, if Rachel can do it, maybe I can do it too. Okay? So that is my challenge to you, is to go live in the next week and share your story. And a lot of people think that they don't have a story to tell. Every single human has a story to tell, okay? You are the one telling yourself in your mind that it's not good enough to tell or to share. So we got to squash that. Every story is worth telling, okay? Some people might have a harder what am I trying to say? Some people might have had it harder than you, and that's okay. But just because you didn't go through anything traumatic, we've all been through shit. So share your story. Okay? So I want y'all to comment below and tell me who is willing to share their story. Who's gonna do it? I'm gonna wait. Who's gonna share their story? Talk about the join special. You know what I shared? Well, actually, I don't think I shared it in my story. Now that I'm thinking about it, I am gonna share it in my I am gonna share it later on. But when I joined Scentsy, I had just invested $400. Sorry, my boyfriend, husband now, invested $400 because I didn't have the money, and I made $20 back. So when I decided like a month, I think it was like 2 or 3 months later, to give Scentsy a shot, randomly on a whim, came home, was like, I'm doing it, I'm signing up. It was October 10th, 2017. I was like, I'm doing it. I don't like, okay. Came home, signed up on the $99 join kit, okay? I did not have enough money in my checking account to purchase my kit. It ended up being like $120, $125 or something. I only had like $53 in my checking account. I had to put it on my credit card. And I earned Shooting Star, but I didn't have the money to purchase the Shooting Star kit. So this is a steal. This is a steal, okay? And if you help your people, if you help your new recruits who decide, hey, I'm gonna give this a shot, if you help them, the first, let me backtrack. The first 70 days for your consultant, you know that there's a reason why we have Sensational Start. You know why? Because the first 70 days is the most crucial for a new business owner, Scentsy-wise, okay? Because how they do in their first 70 days is gonna set them up for the rest of their business, okay? It's either going to make them or break them, honestly, is what I like to say. It's either, and what I mean by that, make them or break them, is I mean, it's either going to give them the confidence, hey, I can do this, or it's going to be like, I can't do it, okay? It's gonna go one way or the other. So if you help them, hopefully I don't lose service up here because I only have one bar right now, and I'm going through almost a dead zone. If you help them by helping them do their launch party. I'm not saying you do it for them. No, absolutely not. This is their business. They are now an independent Scentsy consultant. You are just a mentor. You are not their boss. You are not their mom, okay? You are here to guide them. You are here to show them what has worked for you, and maybe it'll work for them. And if it doesn't work for them, then you two can figure out another way of maybe something else that will work for them, okay? You're a mentor. You're not a boss. But if you help them get to Shooting Star, okay, don't overload them with information. Start with small steps. Okay, this is what I want you to do. I had a reinstatement join yesterday. So this is what I sent her. I said, okay, this is what I want you to do. I gave her 3 things. Number 1, open up a party link, okay? I sent her a video of how to open it. I said, put yourself as the host, keep it open for 2 weeks. Once you do that, let me know. Number 2, I want you to text all of your friends and family who you would personally invite to a cookout at your house and say, hey, I am re-kickstarting my Scentsy business. I would love your support. I'm currently doing my launch party. Here's the link if you would love to browse. This is what's going on in June type of thing, okay? Then I said, number 3, I want you to post on social media, post on your Facebook and your Instagram, a photo of you and your family, because this needs to be personal. A photo of you and your family, basically saying the same thing as the text, except I want you to leave out the link to your launch party. Why do I not tell them to post the link to their launch party? Because in my experience, Facebook always blocks anything with a link in it for me. And I know a lot of other people who have said the same thing. So I always tell them to leave out the link. And then when people are like, oh, I'm interested, I would love to support you, that's your cue. Hey, let me text you the link, okay, to my party. And I told her, once you have done all 3 of those things, let me know and I'll send you some more stuff. What am I gonna send her once she texts me and says, hey, I've done all the things you said? Then I'm gonna text her and say, all right, your first goal is Shooting Star. This is what Shooting Star is, 515 days. We're gonna work towards that. I'm not gonna say anything about certified until we hit Shooting Star. I'm not gonna say anything about recruiting or sharing the sponsoring or sharing the join special until she hits certified, right? Because there's no point in, so you can't skip steps. You can't promote to lead from sponsoring someone until you hit certified. You know what I mean? So start small, don't overwhelm them. You're just mentoring them, just give them baby steps, okay? When you start a new job, they don't just throw you, well, they might, depend on where you go, I guess, but you focus on one thing until you not master it, but you understand how it works, and then you move on to the next thing, same thing, and then you move on to the next thing, same thing, okay? Until they can learn, oh, okay, so this is how this works, this is how this works, and so forth, okay? So, all right, I see y'all gonna do the challenge. What I want you to do, once you do the challenge of going live and sharing, I want you to screenshot it, and I want you to shout yourself out on this leadership page, okay? Screenshot it, shout yourself out, and tell us how you feel. Tell us if you died, okay? Going live, some people think that they might die. I personally thought that I might die the very first time I went live, okay? But it gets easier. And actually, I wouldn't say it gets easier. I hate when people say that. It doesn't get easier. You get more comfortable with it, okay? Hence, self-confidence. It grows. And that is one of the best things about this business is the self-confidence that you gain in yourself. And it's not just the confidence you gain within your Scentsy business. It's the confidence you gain about how you feel about yourself, how you present yourself. You stop caring what other people think. Scentsy does so much more than just provide a paycheck, okay? The pay is great, but the other things are better in my opinion, okay? Watching it change other people's lives, amazing. Watching someone who was terrified to speak up for themselves start standing up for themselves, incredible. Watching someone who barely ever took selfies of themselves because they felt like they weren't pretty enough or beautiful, and then they start showing up, posting photos of themselves, my favorite, okay? So figure out what Scentsy has done for you and go from there. Definitely be sure to add the income disclosure, okay? You have to add the income disclosure when talking about money. That includes travel or incentives that you've earned, any of that. So just add the income disclosure. That saves your butt, okay? It covers you. So, and if you don't know how to get the income disclosure, go to, if you go on your workstation and type in income disclosure, it will pop up and you can highlight it, okay? And put the link in there. So, all right, well, I hope that this helps. I can't wait to see you guys going live. If we're friends on Facebook, please feel free to tag me in your actual live so I can listen to your story and see how Scentsy really has changed your life. And I know that this is only going to grow your business. So I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great hump day. Let's kick June in the booty. I can't believe it's June 1st. I literally cannot believe it. So, bye y'all.